We're going to leave some time for Miss Sato to share. Let's welcome the drum team first. Welcome the drum team.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Recital. I'm one of the directors of Diamond High School, and I would like to first thank Mr. and Mrs. Tang for inviting me to coach. Oh, there you go. I asked you to continue on without the microphone. Something happened. But I just want to say again, thank you to Mr. and Mrs. Tang for inviting me to this church and helping all these wonderful students basically understand music and love for the music. This past 2 weeks, we already taught them how to read basic notes, reading, writing, what the shapes look like, how to count the notes, and basic fundamental how to play the drums. Me personally, oh thank you. Oh, perfect. And then me personally, I got my degree in percussion as well as conducting and such. And it's just a pleasure to just enjoy sharing my love to all these students. As well as the drums, these also students learn how to sing, play some recorders. Mr. Tang is also providing a couple of trumpet lessons with Jacob and all these piano lessons, a bunch of things. So these students have been doing a lot of hard work last 2 weeks. Hopefully you guys can hear that from a wonderful performance they can have. If your child is going to play right now, I would highly recommend if you like take pictures or video, stand up or come closer. Please don't feel afraid. Totally, the front rows are for the parents. There's lots of students sitting down on the ground. I wish they could have them on the stands, but it's a little too tall for them, so they are on the ground. They are going to play a lot of cool stuff. If you're not comfortable with loud music, I would highly recommend sitting in the back a little bit. That's fine too. Okay. Awesome. We also have a couple of the TAs here, Kylie and Melody and Colin, and gonna be joining us as well. So let's just get started. And this piece is called Drumming. Hope you enjoy. One, two, three, and. Thank you very much. Again, these students probably never touched the drums before, and they have learned a lot of things, and as you can tell, their technique is actually quite good for only 2 weeks of work that they have done. The next piece we are going to do is everybody's favorite, Hot Cross Buns. That's one of the first songs that in an elementary band program or recorder program, this is the first song that they learn. So we are going to invite our wonderful 2 trumpet players, Jacob, and he's a little, almost, he kind of adopted, little brother, basically, Andrew, and we'll be playing Hot Cross Buns together. And we can. One, two, and. Mr. Chang.
It's your turn. Are you okay? Ready? You want to come up and say something? You want to say something about the piece? Or
Go behind you.
And the next student
Over
is
it.
actually a
job,
student who would like
Lee.
to join us this week. Actually, he's a multi-talented kid. I feel like I'm so proud of all this student. Lee actually was the prize winner from 2014 SYMF solo category, the first prize winner. And then at the same time, last year he did a lot of exam and especially one of the highlights at TAC, the certificate of merit. It's an honor, piano honor, and he is actually one of the top students who perform at a convention and then receive a special award. And he also was the student who played for a renowned professor from Juilliard, Professor Lowen at the Steinway Gallery last year. So he's really a very talented student. And at Roland High School, I know that he also was the founder of a student club at school. And would you like to say something about the motivation why you would found a club at school and how did it come along so far? Would you like to share?
Okay, so at Roland High School, there are a multitude of different music departments, but I wanted to find a way to hopefully unite all the different musicians at school, and therefore we can collectively use our musical talents to contribute to the community, perform at senior centers, and at possibly hospitals and different community places. And so far, we've had quite a few members for the first year, and the next year we'll actually have a budget and we'll be able to collect even more students and it'll be more effective than this year.
It's wonderful to know if you're attending the high school, Roland High School, maybe you know friends, kids who attend Roland High School, and you can encourage the kids to get into contact with Lee and to be in the club and to help with the music service in the community. And then also he brought up something that I want to highlight as well. Last year we did a lot of community services together with Lee, with Melody, with Michelle, Samuel, Jacob. We went to senior home, we actually went to the senior home on Kalima, and we will continue doing the services here in Chino Hills communities. And here is one of the programs we presented and we will present. And now this is the Beethoven Sonata, Opus 27, number 2, the third movement. So you probably know the first movement much better. It's the so-called Moonlight Sonata. It started out very soft in the first movement. Second movement is actually a transition, and now this is what you are going to hear is the third movement, which is actually the outburst of passion by Beethoven. And here is Li Chu.
our foundation. So Music Sky Foundation is founded last year before Christmas. Based on the motivation, we want to reach out to the Chino Hills community, and we want to use this. We want to also serve, or actually go from the point that we want to invite more music teachers and musicians to join us. This is an open forum for all who are interested in good music, in quality music, not limited to classical, but primarily because I'm a classical musician, so actually I really want to promote what I value, what I appreciate. And I'm sure there are other musicians who actually were good at other type of other forms of music. For example, last time we had a musician who played erhu. He is actually a professional erhu player. That teacher, Mr. Liang, is also very, very excited to join the foundation or to be on the program on a regular basis. Here, the slide already tells a lot. So we are inspired by J.S. Bach. J.S. Bach because Bach has a lot of sons, and this is the father, Johann Sebastian Bach. He had 4 sons who became musicians as well later on. So there's C.P. Bach, William W.F. Bach. So if you see Bach, actually make sure you know the first name. J.S. Bach is the father, and he is one of our inspiration. J.S. Bach was, we call the father of classical music. When you learn music, probably will start with the earliest one. So we, as piano students, we usually have to learn some Bach minuet. Like Bach G major minuet, everybody knows dum da da di da dum bum bum ding da da di da dum bum bum. This is composed by J.S. Bach. And also Bach was the first generation of Lutheran believer, or actually converted Christians who really devote his life to church and wrote music primarily for in the glory for God. So he's really a great example. And the other example is Dr. Albert Schweitzer. In Chinese, it's Shi Huaizhe. We actually have the translation in Chinese about his life. He is a good example in many ways. He's a doctor, a medical doctor. He is a doctor in philosophy. He's a doctor in math, and he also is a doctor in music. He recorded CD at the organ. So that's our example. We want to follow his example. Hopefully, we do what we can do to promote good music, classical music. This is Dr. Schweizer's life. And so you can actually, the theology. And the second is actually the conductor. You probably know the conductor of LA Philharmonic is Dudamel. Dudamel grew up in Venezuela in a very poor ghetto area, but he attended a school. It's for underprivileged kid, and he turned out to be a great musician. He actually turned out to be a professional conductor, and he's now the top conductor for LA Philharmonic. His story really inspired us. So there are talented kids everywhere, and some of the kids don't have the opportunity to know classical music. We hope if we promote the classical music here in this area, maybe some of the kids who don't have chance to take private lessons, they can at least get the feel of classical music in the class setting, in the school setting, or in a community service setting. And they're the photos we took from our community services. In the senior home, we actually also play at an alumni event, and you see multiple students with different instruments. And there are our goals. We want to provide community services. We want to actually do the camp, which we are now conducting, and hopefully we can do monthly outreach services to hospitals and senior homes, and the monthly appreciation recitals here at church. And finally, hopefully we can actually raise enough money to have a campaign called We Got Talent. And this is Angie. Angie, that's actually the slide for our concert, the Mother's Day concert.
We're going to show some summer camp clips, video clips for the parents.
Yes, okay.
All of those down there, guys over here, we're not even all over there. We're going to go all the time. So, the way it works is for lucky individuals, during a performance, we want to get to the end of it, right? And you have 4 different each of these sheets, because it's kind of hard. This is like one large instrument. You're playing with multiple people, and so since somebody you don't have like a lot of time to practice more handles, I went ahead and highlighted your notes for you to make it a little easier. This is kind of a basic thing. You can somebody handles and they don't know music a lot, or they don't have a lot of time to learn handles. You highlight it, and it's obvious to see how it is. So for this person, they're playing the C5 and the D5 bells. The music will go right here. C5 and D5. I'll pick them up and holding the green highlighted C5 and the yellow highlighted D5. So I can go ahead and start playing like it's like cards. Now, we have to stay there directly this at 3 more time. And so, if you hear them, we're going to have to
And we go see more.
So instead, we go up here and we'll work on being more people with a very confident, area also, where we teach them to play the whole song together. Instead of just playing one bell, we just play the whole part, 2 or in some cases 3 bells.
Let me move off. Who actually was selected? Who actually selected will get the reward as a home recorder. I think it's people working on that. So you're very near to get a home recorder.
Here, try to just like, 8, good, 9, and good. Yes, go ahead. Alright, yes, so what we're doing is the next round. Alright, you sir have the D5, you can share also. What's it? So G4, D5. So we're not going to stop right now. And here's the you're going to be sharing the paper. So everything you see, everything you see in purple one, you're going to
Sorry, it doesn't make any sound. We will do some editing for you to see more.
Yeah.